Porsche. Everybody knows Porsche as the best car manufacturer for Le Mans, for racing. Everybody knows the 911. Everybody knows the 918. But do they know the 959? Yes, you heard me. The 959. The 959 will go down in history as the ultimate incarnation of the 911. It was the leanest, most powerful until today's 996 generation GT2, that is, and technically advanced supercar ever to drive out of Stuttgart gates. Premiered at 1983 Frankfurt Motor Show, the 959 was originally showcased as a design study for Porsche's entry into Group B motorsport competition, which would include both Le Mans races and a rally car to tackle the grueling Paris-Dakar desert race at the time, and as the still the case today, to enable the 959 to eligible for Group B competition. Porsche would have to build at least 200 road-going examples of the model for homologation purposes. However, rather than follow the same route as its competitors and build a few hundred competition cars totally unsuited for the road, Porsche opted to take opportunity to show off new technology. There was also the small matter of the 959 being the first production car to reach 200 mph. A statistic which would allow Porsche to get back on its closest rival, Ferrari. But what would have been numerous occasion for Porsche turned out to be a bit of a lead balloon. Industrial action throughout Germany during the car's development period slowed down the project, as did the complexity of the car itself, which even Porsche's highly experienced engineers were having trouble coming to terms with. On top of this came a series of tragic accidents during rounds of World Rally Championship involving Group B machines such as the Lancia Delta S4 and Ford RS200. This meant that before the 959 was ready for competition, Group B rallying had been banished to the history books. All was not lost, ready in the 1986 Paris-Dakar. The road-going 959 was an exceptional automobile. Its 911 unique shape was formed after extensive work in wind tunnel to produce a shape which would not only maximize the car's aerodynamics but also minimize lift at high speed. With the exception of the aluminum doors and hood, the 959's body was put together using combination of deformable Purim plastics for the front and Kevlar reinforced glass fiber, with which the rest of the car's panels were constructed with production methods taken from the aviation industry. Beneath the 959 shell was a technical tour de force. Porsche had insisted that the 959 should feature a four-wheel drive transmission, and this is duly did. Rather than take an off-the-rack four-wheel drive transmission from the likes of Audi, though, Porsche took the destination to develop a system that could not only provide the natural benefits of a four-wheel drive, such as traction, but which could also deal with tougher problems of four-wheel drive systems when pushed to the limit. These problems included retaining good steering responses and feedback while driving the front wheels, crucially ensuring that the front-rear axles distributed the correct levels of torque and power under acceleration on differing surfaces and under varying conditions. Naturally, Porsche developed a four-wheel drive system that was beautifully complex and devastatingly effective. The rear wheels were driven directly from the 6-speed manual transmission via a confidential differential. The transmission also incorporated an output shaft to the front differential, which housed the Porsche control clutch (PSK). This multi-plate clutch, with its 7 steel plates bathed in oil, functioned in a similar fashion to more conventional differential in that when any slippage was detected between the front and rear axles, pressure was applied to the plates to distribute the torque to the axle. The least slippage, however, there was a much more to the 959's transmission than just a series of mechanical differences. A number of sensors located throughout the car's chassis measured wheel speed and slip, engine revs and steering input, and from these recordings to control it until it could determine how much torque could be split between the two axles. Under normal driving conditions, this would mean a 40-60 front-rear split, but under hard acceleration, this would revert to a 20-80